According to the court documents, McCavia had been on the phone moments before she was shot.
Officials believe she may have been trying to call someone or trying to record what was happening to her.
I got a grandbaby girl, but nothing. You didn't have to do. You didn't have to do.
19-year-old McCavia Cabell, affectionately known as Yaya to family and friends, was a loving, outgoing, creative, passionate, and fun person to be around. Her family describes her as someone who was full of love, life, and forgiveness, just an overall pure and genuine spirit and natural-born queen. She had an extremely close relationship with her mother, who considered her the light of her life. McCavia graduated from Heritage High School in 2023 and had aspirations of becoming a nurse, although music and acting were her passion. Inspired by her high school guidance counselor, she began writing a book entitled The Story of My Life. Little did anyone know, McCavia's story would soon come to a tragic end. Just before 11 a.m. on February 21st, Lynchburg police responded to a home in the 1800 block of Locust Street for reports of a shooting. Upon arrival, they would locate an unresponsive female.
First responders say that they began trying to save her immediately. They had to take her to the hospital, but say that her injuries were too severe.
The victim was identified as 19-year-old McCavia Cabell, who was rushed to a local hospital, where she was sadly passed away after succumbing to 10 gunshot wounds to her body. According to warrants, police would find a pink taser with red stains, multiple rounds of ammo, bullet casings, and a gun inside the home. The suspect was quickly identified as McCavia's ex-boyfriend, 22-year-old Keon Palmer, who ran from the scene but was quickly arrested without incident. According to the court documents, McCavia had been on the phone moments before she was shot. Officials believe she may have been trying to call someone or tried to record what was happening to her. The documents also say police took 3 phones from the scene. A look into the couple's history revealed that the two were friends and previously dated on and off, but ended things after several episodes of domestic violence against McCavia. McCavia's family was outraged and heartbroken as they stood together, grieving the unexpected loss of their loved one. Although her mother was aware of the history of domestic violence within the relationship, she still struggles to understand how it escalated to McCavia being murdered, shot dead. Not once, not twice, not even 3 times, but 10 times. He shot her 10 times, displaying a level of evil that even she was taken aback by. McCavia's godmother said when she first met Palmer last year, she knew something was off about him. She wasn't really feeling his vibe at all. She said over the past few weeks, she hadn't heard from McCavia and that it breaks her heart to now know what she may have been going through. McCavia's family says they will fight for justice, and they hope that McCavia's story is a reminder for parents to always be involved in their kids' lives.
I don't even know if this is real because I haven't seen her. Could you kill her?
A family left trying to make sense of the senseless.
Didn't deserve this. Nobody deserves this.
And a mother grappling with grief as gun violence takes yet another life.
I haven't got to see her yet because of what he did. It's a different process.
McCavia Cabell was found shot to death on the 1800 block of Locust Street on Wednesday.
10 times.
Yes.
You shot my baby 10 times.
Yes.
She barely weighed 100 and something pounds.
Lynchburg police arrested 22-year-old Keon Palmer. According to McCavia's mother, her daughter and Palmer were in an on-again and off-again relationship.
They was friends. He was an ex, and he's just very toxic, so they had to end it.
McCavia graduated from Heritage High School just last year. Her family describes her as full of love and life and forgiveness. They say she had big plans for the future.
Yaya was a good girl, and her dreams was to be a nurse and help people.
McCavia was a natural-born queen. Her baby had acting in her, music in her, full of life.
But now, they are just hoping her alleged killer pays for taking that future away.
We hope that justice be served. We will demand that justice be served if it isn't.
You're a coward, is what you are. I don't care what's wrong with you. You will get first-degree murder, and you will pay for it. Like I told you before, if you ever put your hands on her, you will pay for it. And I mean that. From a mother's perspective, you will pay for it.
Macavia's Heritage High School community was shaken by the tragedy. They say she touched the school in a special way. Her fun-loving spirit that radiated up and down the hallways will always be remembered. In their words, she was and forever will be a pioneer.
Her friends, family, and school communities say that she lit up any room she was in. They say she had a beautiful life ahead of her that was ended far too soon.
She was a bright light. She was a creative spirit, very determined and passionate.
Heritage High School counselors say Macavia Cabell touched their school in a special way.
It's been really hard here at Heritage because she was very well known and she was loved by students.
Her friends describe her as an athlete and a great friend, always supporting the people around her.
She was proud of everybody, was always getting excited, and always a cheerful person.
Those within the school say she was a talented writer with a bright future.
She was in love with what words could do and how she could tell her story, oftentimes when she maybe couldn't verbalize it.
She even hoped to publish a story about her life one day.
She was writing this book, and there was like a year gap where I had not seen her, and she says, "Oh my gosh, it's called The Story of My Life, and you're the woman that you actually are the woman that inspired me."
Burnett Beckles says it was an honor to have been a part of Macavia's story.
She had a lot of talent, and I think that that book would have been published.
The Heritage community has been shaken by this tragedy, but they say they'll remember her forever.
She was and forever will be a pioneer.
A GoFundMe was created by her family to raise money for her unexpected funeral expenses. 22-year-old Keon Palmer was arrested and charged with second-degree murder and use of a firearm and commission of a felony. He is currently being held in the Amherst County Regional Jail. The case remains ongoing.
Yeah, I'm Macavia's grandmother. I don't know what really happened with her. And the way I heard that she was shot more than 10 times. Why did you do that? She was 80 pounds soaking wet. That's a good girl. She just graduated last year. That's why. You could have did other things, hit her or something. Why did you have to shoot her like 10 times? Crucified style. That was my granddaughter. She was just at my house not too long ago. And I had fixed her breakfast and everything. So I volunteered at my church tree of light. So when I left, I looked for her. And she had went out the door. So I called her. She didn't let me know anything. So I assumed that everything was okay because she was going to come back later on. Then I get a call today and said she was shot and killed. And I don't know why that had to happen. She was a good girl. She wanted to go into nursing. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that to her. Why? 10 times? Do you know that's 10 times? Oh my God.
What could you share with me your granddaughter's name?
Macavia Cabell.
And right now, whoever did this is still on the run. What is your message to him?
Just turn yourself in. Just turn yourself in. Because it shouldn't have been done. You shouldn't have done that. You came over my house and I fed you. I did everything. I even made grab bags for your sisters and brothers. Why did you do that? You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. Come on. She won't 80 pounds soaking wet. That girl was good to you. Anything you wanted, she gave you. She cared about you. Why did you do it? What made you do that? Please just turn yourself in. I got a grandbaby girl. But nothing. You didn't have to do. do nothing.
Come on, it's enough. Come on.